Hey guys, I'm back. Tamalangina Priestess Heart here. Earlier today, when I was out in nature, I started to read to you from this little tiny, probably about a quarter of an inch thick book, The Symbolism of the Tarot, Philosophy of Occultism in Pictures and Numbers by P.D. Auspensky. Please bear with me. My throat is a little bit scratchy, but I have my water and I'm ready to share with you. Welcome, Divine L. Welcome, welcome. We need to talk soon. So I wanted to continue reading, and what I figured I would do was just a little bit of, oh yes, okay, I was wondering, Divine L. I wanted to read some, little snippets here and there of the symbolism of the tarot. You can see it in my last video. I'll read card number 1, the Magician. The symbols, the Magician. I saw the man. His figure reached from earth to heaven, and was clad in a purple mantle. He stood deep in foliage and flowers on his head, on which was the headband of an initiate, seemed to disappear mysteriously in infinity. Before him, on a cube-shaped altar, were 4 symbols of magic: the scepter, the cup, the sword, and the pentacle. His right hand pointed to heaven, his left to earth. Under his mantle, he wore a white tunic girded with a serpent swallowing its tail. His face was luminous and serene, and when his eyes met mine, I felt that he saw most intimate recesses of my soul. I saw myself reflected in him as in a mirror, and in his eyes I seemed to look upon myself. And I heard a voice saying, "Look, this is the great magician. With his hands he unites heaven and earth, and the four elements that form the world are controlled by him. The 4 symbols before him are the 4 letters in the name of God, the signs of the 4 elements: fire, water, air, earth. I tremble before the depth of the mysteries I touched. The words I heard seemed to be uttered by the great magician himself, and it was as though he spoke in me. I was in deep trepidation, and at moments I felt there was nothing before me except the blue sky. But within me, a window opened through which I could see unearthly things and hear unearthly words. That is P.D. Auspensky's take on the magician. And this is from the book or the lecture of The Symbolism of the Tarot, Philosophy of Occultism in Pictures and Numbers. And to go along with this, I'm randomly picking out a paragraph that I read earlier that I thought was beautiful and I wanted to share. I had actually shared it earlier on my Facebook post and I wanted to share it with you here. But when the true alchemist spoke of seeking for gold, he spoke of gold in the soul of man. And he called gold that which in the New Testament is called the kingdom of heaven. And in Buddhism, nirvana. And when the true astrologer spoke of constellations and planets, he spoke of constellations and planets in the soul of man, i.e., of the qualities of the human soul and its relations to God and to the world. And when the true Kabbalist spoke of the name of God, he sought this name in the soul of man and in nature, not in dead books nor in biblical texts, as did the Kabbalist scholastics. The Kabbalah, alchemy, astrology, magic are parallel symbolical systems of psychology and metaphysics. Any alchemical sentence may be read in a Kabbalistic or astrological way, but the meaning will always be psychological and metaphysical. Take from this what you will. I hope it touches your soul, your heart, as it did mine. In the image you see here, I have the Magician card from the Rider-Waite Smith deck, and the Magician card from the Cicero Golden Dawn deck. Tabitha and her husband, forgive me, his name escapes me, but the last name is Cicero. I hope you enjoyed this reading. P.D. Auspinski, The Symbolism of the Tarot. This is Tamo Ingina, Priestess Heart. Blessings. Until next time, keep going.